Hi, my name is Denise Sidor. I live in Cochrane, Ontario, Canada, and I am in the specialization for learning, instruction, and innovation. I've been a special education high school teacher for 20 years, and I am really excited to do the reflective journaling process to assist with finding ways to increase my awareness and look at some different strategies I can use to better the dissertation process. In this week's resources, looking at ORTLIP, I really found that there was a lot of great information in there in the study that they were presenting, and looking at the journaling process. And the first thing I found interesting was the context of the study from a personal perspective. So looking at finding a topic of interest for me is very important so that I can make sure that the assessment process and all of the information that I am researching is relevant to something I have a passion for. Looking at engaging with the idea of transparency in the research process as outlined by ORTLIP, the assumptions made about the nature or relations between subjects and text and that they produce is very important in the way that you analyze them as well, because I want to make sure that I am really thinking about how I am delivering the information and that I am as open and upfront as I can be, especially to help increase the validity of the study. Having such a long extensive background in the area of special education, I also want to make sure that I avoid an interpretive crisis. I definitely do not want something to arise where there's questioning about why I said what I said or researched what I researched, or anything that I can do to prevent that from happening. I will make sure that I am well aware through the reflective process. Since I am looking at doing a qualitative study for my dissertation, I would be looking at doing interview-based qualitative research. And I know that when ORTLIP is talking about the baggage that may be involved inside of the study, that could look like an interpretive crisis if I'm not really careful or cognizant about how people may be perceiving why or how I am selecting to go about studying the information and the topic. The area that I am looking at studying is high school teachers' perceptions regarding hybrid learning and high-functioning students with autism. The situation or the issue that prompted me to search the literature is insights from this study may be an invaluable resource for educators at all levels to better engage students in their learning, specifically with learners facing social, communication, and behavioral challenges. Students in all levels of education, including special education programs, deserve equal opportunities to be better educated in learning environments where student engagement is paramount. Although research have investigated this issue, the topic has not been explored in this way, and how the student engagement with high functioning autism secondary students in high support programs were influenced by hybrid learning, especially with the COVID pandemic and seeing this firsthand in the classroom. I'm still researching different frameworks, and the research question that I'm looking at with the specific research design is going to include one-to-one interviews, and I'm going to be looking at response interviews with open-ended questions to explore perceptions of hybrid learning as a teaching strategy for student engagement with high-functioning students with autism. This is really, really close to me because I have 2 children with autism, as well as being a teacher in the area of special education for over 20 years. So I am looking forward to these reflective journals and hope for some feedback.